First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
First and goal from the 3. To Michel on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
46 to Mike. They can't hang with us. Watch the edge. Check. Fresno. Fresno. Check 24. Check 24.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
His throw incomplete.
The pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Parsons. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Parsons into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they will run it with with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Touchdown, New England.
Sony Michel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
The kick is
And he's
good.
got it up and through.
Makes the score Patriots 17. Bears 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 46, boys, 46. Watch the run, watch the run.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Parsons. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Bears 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's tackled.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Parsons throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Parsons. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parsons, throw left side complete. It's Peterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of a yard.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
7-yard attempt.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, check. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Coming.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. On the crossing route, complete. That's Peterson.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd and 2, Parsons. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. You call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Patriots take over.
38-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Check my 46. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, Parsons. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
At the 44-yard
But I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll run it.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Good. Makes the score Bears 28, Patriots 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
16 yards.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Number 26.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 12-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Parsons. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 26.
They run, jump, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
46 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lawson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
To Dallas Goddard.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Get that ball. 46.
They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Brings up third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a toss, left side, Michel. The 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, it's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.